Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. So today we're looking to do a unboxing, well unbagging as would have been the case, of the entry grade 1 to 144 RX-78-2 Gundam, the Lite Package version. And this was from, well, the main suit of Mobile Suit Gundam, released by Bandai back in 2020. So that very interesting year that we've all lived through. Now, if you've been following my Instagram, I've actually already done a bit of a contents review of this particular version, but I thought as more practice for me with the new videoing concept to just do a quick and easy video of this particular, I'll still call it a kit because it's still a kit, it just didn't come in a box. So for those who aren't too familiar, so with this particular entry grade, so I believe there's, at least from a retail perspective, there have been 4 versions. So there is this particular version, the Lite Package version, which came in basically a plastic bag. There is the normal version of this, and when I say normal, it actually includes the shield and beam rifle, from what I understand. That will come in a box. I think some countries have already seen it. I think in Japan it's being released maybe this month? I can't remember actually. But it's definitely coming up soon. Those are the 2 main ones, and then there were 2 other versions at least. They had a few months worth of retail life. That came in the cans. So there was a bit of a red RX, which I believe was a Christmas version, and a metallic version. So the 2 different tubs. In fact, I do actually decided to knock the camera. I do have both of those other versions on me, so I actually would like to do a review of those at some point in the future. But anyway, today is all about the Lite Package version. So, general summary, what is Lite Package version? It is the same entry grade as the other box version, minus the weapons. And I think if you built the one with the, I dare say, full package, you might even spot it on the runners where they're missing. So in terms of the actual booklets provided, it's actually a nice little breakdown at the front. That's a part of the actual instructions. So opening up to first page, so the parts list gives you a breakdown. So it came in 2 full 1A runner, 1B runner, but the actual parts do separate into additional A1, A2, A3, A4, likewise for the B runner as well. And I believe part of that intention is just to focus the build process to a particular thing. And I'm sure once I actually build it, I'll see how they've done it. I think some of the thought behind it's not too different from the high-grade Leo from Gundam Wing that came out, and I think also the same with the 30-minute missions line, which I would also like to do in the near future. So going through the construction, fairly basic, fairly simple. I do actually have the earlier entry grade of the RX-78. I would like to see the 2 together. I know this one will be vastly superior, but comparison is still a nice thing to do. And then there's a nice little bit of a splash page with some more information, both in Japanese and English, which is great to see. It wasn't always the case where everything was still predominantly in Japanese and you had to translate it across. There's also some other entry grades. The two of them I know are from Dragon Ball, Ultraman, and Doraemon. All three different series I'm familiar with. Sadly, not a huge fan of any of them. Some of the Dragon Ball stuff hasn't been too bad. But there was a Detective Conan entry grade that caught my eye, so might grab that in the future when that one is released, or is released. So that's the manual. So in terms of the runners, can I actually get just yes, it literally just in frame. So that would have been the original A runner as it was packaged in, because I wanted to get it out of the packaging, put it into some more manageable containers. I've separated it. So you've got your A1 component in yellow and blue, grey and red for your A2. So just looking at the A1, so A1 was just that blue piece, the grey and the yellow. The A2 being another blue, some more grey and the red. Looking down at A3 and A4, so A3 was just grey and A4 is grey and red for the, so that's actually for the base of the feet. So that's not too bad. That's for an entry grade, and granted we're now in 2020s. That is a testament of the engineering advances that Bandai are making, and it really is fantastic to see that for an entry grade, and a very cheap entry grade, to see this type of color separation in the plastic. I know the original entry grade for the RX was far from what this incarnation is, and in fact, because I've seen it in several other reviews, so this particular red piece, if it pops into, let me just move that, so you can actually see in this red piece there is a cutout for, and I believe this is actually for the crotch section, and not that you can see it, and here's me bumping the camera again. You can probably just make it out. The actual plastic has also been molded, so that yellow right here, this bit of yellow, will in theory come through on that red piece. So once again, the actual engineering, the planning and everything for a kit these days is really becoming, in my opinion anyway, quite awesome quality and really good value for money. Now, can I get to the B runner in frame? Relatively. So the B runner is all white, there's no color separation here. So just look at the individual quadrants, just move this one aside. So B1 and B2. So B1, and see parts of the head, arms, side skirt, front and back waist, more arms, and I suspect that's probably shoulders. Yes, that's B1 and B2, and B3 and B4 will be pretty much legs, beam saber handles, and oddly enough they do have a hole in them, and sadly I do not have a beam saber. Well, not that I could actually put it in because it's still on plastic, but I will see, and I believe it can, if you have any spare beam sabers, normal circle ones, not the flat ended ones, should actually fit in there. Interesting that they don't include one, but that's okay. But that's B3 and B4. So very simple kit, being an entry grade. There's no foil stickers or transfers for this particular kit. Everything that you actually need looks like it will be pretty much provided through the colored plastic. So I am very intrigued to see what the final product will look like. Definitely looks like panel lining will be a thing. And if I just bring back B1, B2, so just looking at some of these sections, definitely some opportunities just to put some ink into those recesses just to make it pop up a bit more. So obviously a bit of lining opportunities here and here, and I'm not sure if you can see it in the face plate. Yes, you can. There's some opportunities there, so panel lining will definitely be a thing on this kit, as I usually do. It'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. So whilst yes, for those who have been following me on Instagram do know that my primary focus is to build a number of Mazinga, Marzen, Kaiser, whatever kits. There's some ad hoc builds I wouldn't mind doing. This is one of them. It's been something I wanted to build for a while, and because I'm trying to get into the YouTube side of things, it's just jumped up to the front of the list a bit sooner than I expected. There's also, I guess as a bit of a teaser, there is kits out of the Re-Rise line that I would like to also start working on, because with some of the cutbacks of shipping into Australia, I did actually have to go through several months of waiting before I could get certain kits here. So I'm a little bit behind in terms of having built those kits. A lot of people have already had them prior, which is fine. But yeah, some of those kits I would like to also build in parallel, so it should be a very productive month. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the unboxing, or because it was a light version, the unbagging, I suspect is probably the more correct term. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below and a like if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribe if you wish to follow my channel and stay up to date with upcoming releases, which I do hope there'll be a few more. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram, and a link to that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you very much for all your support. I know it will take some time to see the channel grow and flourish, but for those who have already subscribed, I do very much appreciate it, and to anyone who subscribes in the future or even on the back of this video, it's great to have you on board. And I do hope some of this content is actually being of some use to you in terms of kit buying decisions and things like that. But yeah, that's you know, I'm very grateful for everyone's support thus far. Anyway, I wish everyone the best, stay safe, and I will see you all next time. See ya.